What's going on, everybody? Think a game in the house. Another Monday. We got Jay in the house. We
Thank
got
y'all for
Peel in the
watching.
house with the Dare. If you know, you know, man. That's old school right there, Dare, man. Shout out to them, man. You got Mike in the house, man. Today's episode: How powerful is the mind in understanding the power of choice? What y'all think about that? How powerful is the mind?
No. Mine always been powerful, man. It can get you in higher places, it can get you in lower places. It's just
Man,
all
for real.
depends on, your choice that you want to make. Uh,
Right.
you keep speaking negativity, negative stuff gonna start happening. Start speaking positive things gonna start happening.
Mm-hmm.
Power lies in the tongue and the mind.
Man, for real. 100%. What you
Yeah,
think,
I
bro?
think you made a good point. The powers is in the tongue, but the mind and the world, but the mind is the canvas and the
Mm,
tongue is the paintbrush. Um, your mind creates your environment. It's your motivation internally. If you got a bad mindset, you don't want to. You don't see the positive in the world, and you have a limited uh,
Perspective?
perspective on the future, because your mind is in the little box. So,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah, I seen was it I think it's is it Sheriff Willie, was it Willie Morris? I think he got the OK Foundation or something like that, but he was saying instead of gun control, we need to focus on mind control. Because if your
amen.
mind right, you're not gonna kill nobody. But if your mind out of control, then you're gonna
yeah,
kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the gun, it's the person with the mind, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
doing the killing, man. So but yeah, and then keeping your mind in a positive place, even when things go negative. I think that's the tough part. Like when you're growing up in the inner city, because you can be surrounded by negativity, and you have this feeling of survival. I gotta survive. I gotta live here. I gotta deal with the perception and all this, and it's so easy to get caught up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Being able to keep your mind in a positive place. Understanding the power of choice. I think this thing trips a lot of people up. We're gonna get into this too, but being able to know, do I have to do this or do I don't have to do this? A lot of times you always hear people say I didn't have no choice. But you really do, or you just take the power away from yourself. You know what I'm saying? But what y'all think about that? I'm
Yeah,
gonna let
well, a choice is like easy or hard, and you made a good point. Was about negativity, controlling your reaction to negativity, because negativity is gonna happen.
yeah,
You have adversity, and when adversity strikes, usually people's first choice is the easy route, the quick
Mhm.
come up. How am I gonna bounce back? I got to do something drastic. I
Mhm.
yeah.
need to do something right now. Not
Is
not
that the
going
street code?
through. What's that?
Is that the street code that needs to be changed? If something happened, you got to do something drastic. Like I
No,
gotta end this with violence.
I,
no. This is like this basically a gambler's mindset. You lose. I got
mhm.
to double down my bets. It ain't slow and steady. Methodically get your money back. It's not
Yeah.
you got to get all this back in one hit. You lost your money in 7 to 8 hands, but you don't get all of it back in one. And
But
that's
I'm
how
saying like
people
in the
think.
street code, like if somebody steals something from you, I got to do something to this dude, or it's gonna
It's
affect my reputation.
it's not just the street code. That's just the code anywhere. Like it's
But
the
how many people
government.
got messed up behind that? Like how many people in
Uh,
jail behind that? You know what I'm saying?
Because they
yeah.
feel like if something's drastically done to you take a loss, you got to do something drastic to match that
Do you
Mhm.
loss.
have to? Do you
No,
have to
no,
though?
that's the mindset. Whether it's robbing somebody or somebody stole your job, now you got to steal their job, or you got to slash their
Yeah.
tires, or you got to retaliate because you got to send a message because they send the
Yeah.
message on you. You gotta
But do you have to though?
no, you
That's
don't
all
have
I'm saying. I'm like,
to.
for the kids that's listening or grown up, do you have to go down that road?
You, you don't have to, but at some point you have to make a example. At least one. Might be wrong, might be right. I don't know, but
Yeah.
And you got to think about the examples you see. I see my cousin, he did this and get back into somebody. What is the alternative? Get myself together, control myself. In 2 or 3 years, I have a degree or some on the job training. I have another job. I don't have to react like this. They broke in my mama's house. Well, I can buy a new lock and get a good job, and in a couple of years we can move out this neighborhood. Now you feel like you gotta fight or you gotta gain your respect back, recoup that loss.
And I guess what I'm saying is, like in life, you got to understand that choices lead to a string of choices at that point. Like it's kind of like what's the game, the Rolodex or something. Like you want to go in the streets, now you got 4 or 5 choices you got to make.
Yeah,
You
like
make
a full
that choice,
choice.
now go to another 4 or 5 choices.
yeah.
You know, it's like a Rubik's cube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It just it can get complicated real quick.
and like that, when you make those choices, you paint yourself in the corner. If you make
Yeah.
this choice, these good choices are not available to you
Yeah.
anymore.
Right.
You can't just wipe a felony off your record. You can't get 3 years back of your life.
Boy.
You can't get that credit back. That credit score 200, and you can't get that back. You
gotta ask
borrowed the
yourself,
money.
You got to ask yourself, is this choice worth me being in the shower with 20 other dudes naked for like the next 10 years? Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it that way. Is this worth living in the cell thinking, man, do I got to shank a dude once a year to show that I ain't playing games? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes ain't even built like that. Like to run up on somebody and stab somebody. How many people are really built like that? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other kind of mindset.
And that's another thing that ain't talked about. Once you get in there,
boy,
the stuff you got to do to stay safe gonna get you another 10 years.
Another 10 years, yeah.
You only went in there for 8 months, but you had to kill somebody.
I seen a
You
clip
had to
the
stab
other day.
somebody.
It was a dude that was in Atlanta. He said he was in there for pending charges like robbery and murder. And they all got dropped, but he was still in there for something he had to do to survive in the pen. But he's still in there waiting on charges for that.
That was the county. That was the
county.
That was the county.
Yeah, he said my charges would drop. I'm still waiting on the disciplinary charges. That's crazy, man.
And then people talk about choices. Like, what was his choice? Well, he could have let the men take him in the back room and do what they did and been out.
Yeah.
Or he could stand up for himself, and get 3 more years.
Night like this, I wish raindrops would
all right. The second one I'm thinking about. I know, right? Thinking about choices, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna play the video. I don't want to play. I've seen too much, but the high school basketball court fight, was it England and Poland or something like that?
It was.
Could that have been handled a better way?
I don't know. I can't say. Yeah, but the kids, you're supposed to keep your emotions in check anyway. But it's a rivalry game. It was a few fights that happened. But yeah, they should have kept their emotions in check. But rivalry games in a small town, they got beef anyway. So it was something was gonna happen anyway.
It's like putting mirror back together. It's like the ocean just busted. You can't get something unwet. You gotta wait for it to dry. Like the Malice in the Palace. If you think about that, those are millionaires. Everybody in there paid to be in there, and they lost control. You got to think about them. These are high school kids. Their parents and loved ones. They're the people the crowd is right there on you. They on the floor. We all been to high school games. When something like this, you can't unstart a fire. And it just happens, and it gets out of control very fast.
But how does a fire start? It don't just start on its own, right? It's an accelerant, right?
Because I watched a little bit of that game, quite a bit of that game.
Yeah.
The the accelerator was the refs. You know what I'm saying? Like they was doing some weird stuff in that game.
Yeah.
Few blown calls, but that's neither here nor there. It shouldn't have got out of hand anyway. But it's going to the championship game, so I kind of see how emotions kind of spilled over.
You like
And it wasn't in the kids first.
It's either put out little fires, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once they start, it's hard. The wind start blowing. It's hard to get out of the fire. And it's like me and you. Like me with my son, he's small right now. When he get a little attitude, I gotta nip that in the bud now.
Mm-hmm.
Work on his sportsmanship.
Yeah, for sure.
His attitude and his anger right now. When it's a little fire, not let it grow and then put it out. Let it grow and put it out. At one time, I ain't gonna be able to put it out. He might end up in jail or in the Malice in the Palace like that.
Right.
And
keep these things under control. We know fire is gonna happen, but keep them like small and in control. But things happen, But I'm lucky. I'm happy. Anytime it don't result in somebody getting shot, nobody losing life,
sure.
Yes. Hey, guess what? We'd all been in a good brawl, like called the brawl, the Montgomery brawl. That was on the internet. That was violent and race and all that, but nobody died.
I mean, here's the thing for me. The thing for me is, man, we have to do better and overcome, man. Stop playing into the stereotype. We gotta do better, man. I mean, I'm not saying like they wrong. I'm just saying we just gotta do better, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I think
we just gotta do better.
I think that's a thing. Every time, I'm gonna say we as a Black community, we do something. Oh, we gotta do better.
What's wrong with saying that? We gotta do better.
No.
What's wrong with saying that?
Not the don't be falling in the stereotype. You don't never say them. No matter how many mass shootings, no matter how many school shootings, we don't never say they need to stop. They need to do that. But
because they don't affect us, though. They don't affect us.
No, not even us. They don't say that about themselves. We say
But I'm not worried about them. I'm talking about us. It starts from within, right? Don't it start from within?
We have so much accountability. We see stuff like that, and all of us does wrong, and we all say we need to do better. And we all say that, and it's true, but you don't ever hear them say they need to do better.
I ain't worried about them. I'm talking about us.
Yeah. But we worry about us, and everybody else worry about us too. So it's our fault when the police shoot us, because I ain't worried about them. They worried about you. They worried about you. You ain't worried about them, but they worried about you.
I'm just saying we need to do better. That's all I'm saying. Be smart. I'm just saying, be smart, man.
Be smart,
because the kids who were on tape and they get caught up in that. Guess what? You can mess up your future. You be trying to go to a college like, nah, man, I ain't finna fool with you. I seen you on tape. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Because cameras everywhere.
Yeah, can't lie to when stuff is secondhand, you can kind of finesse your way through it. But when it's on video,
yeah, they got Jerry Jones on video, but you not Jerry Jones.
He was like Forrest Gump. Up, ma'am. You dropped your book, man. You dropped your book, man. That's what Jerry Jones. Yeah. But see, that wasn't video though, so Jerry Jones could finesse his way out of it because it was just a picture, right?
Yeah, but
he was just looking like, "What's going on?" He said, "He was just like, what's going on?"
Nah, but all in all, it did that brought was like I say, it was like 2 or 3 games. I think it was. I want to say 2. It was 2 games, but it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt them because the teams that won.
Yeah.
Because
the thing that sucks is you won, you in the brawl, and they disqualify you from being in the championship game. Now everybody lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I say, you can do whatever you want to do, but you got to accept the consequences. You can't get mad when they drop the consequences on you. You know what I'm saying? So That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think they
Yeah.
should. I don't think they should get suspended though.
But-
It ain't our call though. That's not our call. That's what I'm saying. That's not our call. You put the power in somebody else's hand.
But let the consequences match. You know.
yeah.
Don't I don't
case,
want to do assault and battery and get murder charges or have lifelong consequences for a fight.
It happens. The data out there, it happens.
Yeah.
The world is not fair. The world is not a fair place. I don't know if you think it is, but it's not.
We know that, but I'm just saying.
You mess around and find out. You mess around and find out. Keep playing, you know what I'm saying?
And this,
All right.
I feel, and this, I don't like that either. Like, I think the consequences in our community is long. You got to think about your future, and then somebody else do something. He was just a kid. Kids do childish things. Like one kid, he was like 16. He got some grape charges, and choking people unconscious. He's a kid. Let's put this on the seal his records. Charge him as a juvenile. Make him do probation. No, let that have been one of us. Charge him as an adult. That's a heinous crime.
Right. And my thing is, I don't like it, but the game is the game.
Yeah.
And, it's like playing the NFL. You want to play in the NFL, they got rules to the game. They got a dress code. They got a uniform. If you want to play on the team, the game is the game. Learn how the game is played and play it to your advantage. That's all I'm saying. I don't like it. But
if you want to cash their checks, you got to play by their rules.
I knew growing up, like when I was a teenager, the margin for error for me compared to the next person is slim. So I got to be smart about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Some mistakes I can't make. I look at that when I was growing up. Some mistakes I can't make. You know what I'm saying? I can't make the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Period.
I didn't
That's just
smoke.
what it is.
I didn't smoke. I didn't have drugs. But I knew every time I got pulled over, they saw me as dead. So even though I didn't do nothing.
Me and my wife, we got pulled over the other day. We was in Saline County. We was going to Buffalo Wild Wings. This is for real. She gonna start laughing when we talk about this, but he literally said, what y'all doing over here? It's not a Buffalo Wild Wings, a Little Rock. I'm talking about he said that, like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, say whatever you want to say. I don't want to get out this car. I don't want to get hit with no gun club. I don't care. Words, I don't care. Say what you want to say. I don't care. I just want to go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. No, sir. And get me out of here.
You can call me whatever you want to call me, but guess what? I went home. Me and my wife, kids, we went home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but it happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you got to conceal carry. They can do the setup. Let me see your gun.
Do you think I took my gun with me to go to Saline County? Absolutely not. If I got to go somewhere where I got to conceal carry, I don't need to go. You know what I'm saying?
I see on your license you conceal carry. Let me see your pistol.
He didn't ask me about that, but I was told him I do not have it on me because I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying?
But they said just touch it for me. Just touch it.
You gotta think. Time. That's why it's called a thinking game. You gotta think, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stupid, man. You crazy. Yeah. That's funny though. That is a good point though. So, how does a person stay mentally grounded while growing up? What y'all think?
Yes, that's the opposite side of the coin. Over and keep it in an open mind and being too positive. You think everything is for you. You think you can do what they do, and then you're a good kid. You may get grades. And then you get pulled over by the cops, and they put you back in your place where you belong, and they can destroy your mindset, and you can destroy your outlook. So, kind of be grounded and know what to expect, because if you don't stay mentally grounded, they'll ground you.
Yeah, I think when you're not taught about scenarios and understand like bad things happen to good people, but guess what? If you put over by the police, your number one objective is to get home. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to win a battle in the streets arguing with a cop. You're not. You know what I'm saying? That's how to me, that's how you stay mentally grounded. Understand you're not going to win arguing with a cop ever. You're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? Now you starting to play with stuff. Now you go from like making it home, getting a ticket to now you want to start playing you know, what are you doing? Why you pulling me over? You know what I'm saying? And now you in
You want to
a
be
different
right,
territory.
or you want to be alive. You
You
know,
in the red zone, exactly.
Right.
you fight those battles in court, not on the side of the road.
Yeah, just give me the ticket, man, so I can go home. Man.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to go to jail, you want to go home. Hey, I just want to go home, man.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
another
but
thing,
you
like growing up in the inner city, man, you don't got to do what everybody else is doing. You know,
Yes.
you don't got to break in people's houses. You don't got to do that. Man, I ain't got no food. Guess what? Learn how to live broke and learn how to live with money. You know what I'm saying? You can have integrity in both. And you
Mhm.
don't have to break in people's houses and knock people over the head and take their money. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do that.
I'd say the opposite. Peer pressure, I say follow the crowd. Cause
Okay.
most of the people you know was in school, was sitting in them seats in the classroom with you.
Yeah.
2 or 3 of those people skip
They're
class
not following
every
you.
2 or 3 of
They're
the
not
people skip class every day. The
following
majority
you.
of people do the right thing. Stay with those people.
But most people don't follow the majority of people that's doing the right thing. For some reason, they're attracted to the few that do the bad thing.
We just said the majority. You know,
Yeah.
and you said most people don't
What
follow the
attracts
majority.
people? What attracts people to the minority, though?
I don't know. I
Because
say stay with the group.
yeah, I
Stay in
think
class.
But
yeah,
you got to identify the right group. You got to identify what is the right group. Some people not identifying what's
The
the right
biggest
group.
group.
Because if you live in Westgate, the biggest group is the ones outside on the court. You know that. I don't know why you
Hey,
sit
but
there.
guess what, man? They looked rough, but guess what, man? Monday through Friday, they was at school. The same 33 people. They was at school. You know, you see them 2 or 3. You go to school, they be out on the playground walking around, and you get out of school, they still walking. And guess what? Them same people is still walking.
Yeah.
So
What you think?
oh my bad, y'all. I had family thing.
Oh, you good. You good.
I look at it like just because when people are attracted to what quote unquote is negative, them people gotta eat too. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. My bad. Hey, go to the next one. I gotta mute.
Oh, go ahead.
My
oh,
bad.
that sounds good.
Something
No, you
else.
good. You good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but it's the same thing that make a person a star basketball player. And the street life. They can be that one. I'm gonna be the one that's a kingpin. I'm gonna be the one that sell all drugs and don't get caught.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's the kids in the middle though, the ones that's not drug dealers, the ones that's not star athletes, just the ones that graduate high school and you're in the work world. You know what I'm saying? You start being around adults on a real scale. You know what I'm saying? Like working at a hospital, the stuff you see different personalities. Like, man, I didn't even know this personality existed. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of stuff that you got to stay grounded on. Like, I see it, but I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But and I think not knowing yourself because you graduated high school and that was in some families that's the highest achievement. Graduating high school. What's next? You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no next because mama didn't do next, daddy didn't do next. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I remember praying just to make it out of high school. So because I almost didn't make it.
You and me both.
It's like when I was a senior, a light bulb kind of clicked, and I know what classes I was good at, and I had my best GPA then. But as a kid, some of that stuff I just didn't understand. Like I didn't know how school worked.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think I just didn't want to do it. I was just so disinterested in it. But I think college, just life kind of woke me up. Like, when you live in the inner city, you don't even realize like it's not about. Sometimes it's the journey. It's the journey, no matter what, to get to this number that you're trying to get to. Like I didn't realize that principals was making 100K. You know what I'm saying? Maybe back then, maybe 80 or 90 when we was in school. But you're gonna have to do 4 years of school. and probably 2 more years of master's degree in order to be a principal. And most people get a PhD.
Yeah, and
If you get that done quicker, you can get to being a principal quicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you gotta have people don't realize this. It is hard, not hard. It's the easy part. You gotta have job experience. So you probably gotta be a teacher for 2 years or something like that. But
yeah,
if you notice, you're gonna have to work anyway. You keep living and keep applying for jobs. You know.
Yeah.
And you talk about choices. When you realize when you grown, it's all open.
Yeah.
You have to choose to go to work. You gotta choose to go to college. And not only is it enrolling and figuring out financial aid, you gotta choose the classes. Don't nobody choose. That's why advisors are so important. But they're just here to basically tell you the cookie cutter thing, you know. Follow this trail, but you choose all this, you know.
Yeah.
That's about being an adult, man. An adult, especially somebody who gets something, they chose every step.
Yeah.
None of their success happened by accident. They had to choose it.
Yep.
And they're usually choosing from the point of view, they didn't have all the knowledge that they have now. They didn't have all the experience. That was dumb and inexperienced choosing the next step.
Yeah.
And if they look back on their lives, they said, man, I should have did this. But hey, guess what? They got here because they kept choosing. And they kept
then as an adult, whether you choose it or not, especially as a man, you have to multitask. You can't just do one thing as an adult. I ain't seen it yet. You got to multitask bills, taxes, revenue office, whatever else, health insurance, all this stuff. You have to multitask this within a year. You know,
and then
you gotta
spiritual stuff in school.
Yes.
And that's why we be telling you, we're young and you don't have to do all this working, spiritual stuff, and you just got to be a student. Oh my God, we would give so much stuff up to just have to worry about one thing.
How many times have y'all forgot to assess your vehicle by October? I'd have forgot that so many times.
Man,
it's a price to
you've
pay.
been penalized. You forgot to assess. I do it in January every night. Every January I do that in financial aid or something. I make sure I get that done early, man. So because I forget so quick.
Because I don't know until I get pulled over.
Boy.
And the only way I remember it, because it's before my birthday, I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta do it before my birthday.
Yeah, I had my license and my assessing insurance queued up on my birthday. In like 1 year, I get way off, and I ain't been right since.
Boy, for real. For real. All right, the next one. How can a person control destructive impulses? That's why I got the scale right there. Some people think you just happen. I think it can go from 5. It may go from 5 to 75. But how do you keep from going to 100 when you go full tilt? Can y'all see that? Or do I need to move? Do I need to move?
Well, yeah, I can see it.
Let me move us up a little bit so you can see it.
Yeah, because they probably can't
see it.
I can see it, but I don't think the people can see it like that.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
But I think, man, it's identifying what's your impulse. Like maybe if shopping is one, gambling is one. You gotta moderate those. You know, we didn't say just because it's illegal, just because it ain't illegal, don't mean it ain't bad.
Man, for real. Yeah. You took it right out of my mouth. A lot of impulses ain't illegal. They can be destructive though. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
sometimes it just take you meet the wrong person. You can meet the wrong person. It could change your whole life. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many dudes I know that met the wrong girl and they've been changed the rest of their life.
I know I've been changed.
Look, and it's
oh man,
and it's real because I had to put my destructive impulses in check.
Man,
'Cause
all of us do. Everybody got a devious side.
man, like once I realized, man, I said I took account, man. I said I got 260 pair of shoes. I don't need that many dang on shoes.
No.
I don't need it. I was like, man, and I still didn't even wear stuff from like before
What
COVID. I'm
what
like,
do you think made you want to buy all those shoes? What do you think? If
oh,
you could pinpoint something, what do you think?
oh, some I had before,
Okay.
and some I just didn't have at all, and I
Yeah.
wanted them.
Nostalgia, just the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think growing up without something,
Mm-hmm.
the moment you can, that's just a little reward for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 pair of bands been a war, but when you get 200, like I worked hard, I deserve this. I deserve this steak dinner. I deserve this pedicure. I deserve this $1,000 purse.
Yeah.
What's your bank
And
account? Don't say.
Night like this, I
That's what you be
wish
saying.
raindrop would fall.
Now you in the hole. I deserve that steak dinner. 200 in the negative.
Whew.
Because you want that steak dinner at Sonny Williams. 200 negative.
But
Felt so good when you was doing it.
look,
I
but
remember.
did-
I don't know if y'all
I
remember
did
this, but at
this.
Walmart, you
look.
used to swipe your card. It'd go in the negative, but they still let you swipe your card back in the day. Overdraft.
I went to 8 without the natives.
Mm.
Oh, that was funny. Well, yeah, you got to control those. How do you keep yourself? How can you keep yourself from going to the negative though? Just going in the red. How do you control that in your mind? I think that's the.
You really have to be self-determined. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I really don't need it. You got to put your needs before your wants. And if you don't need it, if you really don't need it, you really don't need to go and buy it. You don't really want to buy it.
Right.
Like, yes, I want stuff, but I was like, nah, that don't make sense. It doesn't.
Well, when you was younger, how did you keep from popping somebody noodles out? How did you keep from going in the red?
But we live in you only live once mentality. I only live once. Your bank account only get so many numbers.
Yeah.
And you made a point of like you gotta balance so many things at a time.
Boy.
You can't be good at all of them. You see people doing really good with school, but they got weight problems because they can't stop eating. They can't control their impulse to eat, but they can study all the time.
But the thing,
or
I think
someone
the thing,
who work out, but they don't work or they don't better themselves at school mentally or spiritually.
and I think the thing that when you're talking about the weight thing or something like that, people don't admit it's a process to get to the weight. Like if the weight's 100, they don't talk about the 5 to 10 to 15 to 50. They just said no, it just started at 100. No, it's a process to get there. You know what I'm saying? Even in violence, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? You don't just start off at 100. You know what I'm saying? It's a like I said, a lot of crime in the street. It ain't as random as you think it is. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Like you said, how you prevent yourself from just going off somebody. Oops, upside the head. You gotta choose and measure your reactions.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand up for myself, but I ain't gonna go to 100 on this food for saying something.
Yeah.
Right.
I might say something smart at about a 1 on the scale of 1 to 10. I might say something that's like a 5 or a 7. But I didn't pop. You gotta make those choices and negotiate the risk every time. If I say something, dude, is he gonna pop me? So
and that's why I always thank God about getting control of my temper real early, because I did used to fight a lot when I was younger. Like I'm short, black, and they always making fun of me, so I'm gonna sock you in your mouth. And then,
Nino came out, right? When Nino came out, you were straight.
it was after. I got a gap in my mouth. You making fun of my gap, I'm socking your mouth. but
I'm gonna put a gap in your mouth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But over time it changes. Like you wasn't brought up like that. But
Yeah.
But younger, I was different. You know, like I didn't mind violence or conflict. You know, I was kind of bored when nothing was going on.
Yeah.
I think when I start being into
yeah,
my teenage years, I got a lot calmer. I still wasn't emotional, but I was just kind of
mhm,
I was not conflict seeking like I
Right.
was, you know,
mhm,
because it's too much trouble. Because when I was little, we could fight
mhm,
and be friends the next day. It was over.
yeah,
We had one explosion. You talked a lot of trash, build up, it exploded, and
mhm,
then it was nothing. But
Right.
once I get a little older, like teenagers,
They don't
stuff would go
dance no more.
on for weeks and
They don't
months. Man,
dance no
we
more.
fought.
They don't dance no more.
We fought last week. Why are you still talking? What's going
People
on?
don't
So
dance
I
no more.
really didn't
All they
like
do
that.
was this.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I stopped fighting. You know, I still could fight, but I
yeah.
stopped fighting stuff like it
Long
was. I gotta fight your cousins, and we beefing at Bonners. You know,
yeah.
Think about it was this dude he posted about thin line between love and hate, and he said who was the real villain? Donnell Brand. I told him both of them made bad choices. One dude sold the dream, she bought the dream. Then egos and pride got involved. It just turned for the worse. Happens all the time. And people don't realize you talk about responsibility. If you can use this scale, if somebody sell your dream, you don't have to buy it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a standard, you're not gonna buy it. Just like if somebody try to sell you something at a grocery store, I didn't come here for that. You know what I'm saying? What are you
Yeah.
trying to sell me that for? But you know, what y'all think, man? Who was the villain in the movie, man? Who y'all
Oh,
think?
you know, I already know Marty Marr was the villain. He was the
So
villain.
she don't think she became the villain too? She didn't have to bring him to the house and shoot at him with the 380, man.
Yeah, you can't play with people's emotions.
yeah.
Everybody,
But that don't mean
that's
she
a
gotta
woman.
react that way too, though. You gotta
That's
take
a
her
No,
wrong.
woman. That's a
so
woman.
you can't never count a person's action or reactions to your
Sure.
disrespect.
That don't mean
So
still ain't
you
wrong.
think
Yeah, I
the
understand that.
consequence is gonna be this? They chose to be 1,000. You thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
100. It was 1,000. But I think he definitely wasn't the villain. It's like he stole a honey bun, and she gave him a life sentence. I don't think all she did was necessary. It was over the
Yeah.
top. He
Sure.
made a bad choice, but he didn't deserve
They're
that.
both responsible in their own right for what they did. You know what I'm saying? They're both.
No, he's not responsible. He didn't do anything. He didn't.
Get
He
mad at
did.
the action or
He
the
did.
reaction.
He
You
told her
get
a
mad.
dream. He did.
No,
When he went
he
to her
didn't.
house,
He
You
didn't.
get
went to
mad
her
at the
house
action
that
or the
night,
reaction.
he went to her house and she said, "Do you love me?" He thought about like, man, do I need to just walk away? Nah, I'm finna go ahead and cash in. I'm in the red zone. I gotta score this touchdown. He sold a
Hey,
dream.
guess what? She's an adult.
She
She
is.
did things.
That don't mean he still didn't. That don't mean he still wrong for
She
selling the dream.
she did things only married people are supposed to do.
Right. Right.
But he never hit her. He never
He did.
physically assaulted her. So
He
he
didn't.
didn't deserve to be physically assaulted in
No,
any
they
way.
both. I said they both are responsible for what they did. Right. They
And
both are
crazy,
responsible.
crazy as it sounds. Do you
But you
get
asked
mad?
who's the villain.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
mad at the action or the reaction. Because people play with people's feelings all the time. And everybody ain't gonna be playing with you like that. They
I think
both
she still
they
was the
both
villain.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
no, he was
She committed felony. He didn't.
Yeah.
What?
For real. That's real.
What?
She the one hit herself with the stock. You know how crazy you gotta be to put an orange in the stock and hit yourself. Man, that's insane, man.
I'll tell you,
You know how hard an orange
Hey,
is.
but
You know,
hey,
dudes
but
get
he
killed.
should have read the signs. He was driving
you
in the
see what I'm
road.
saying?
Look at the signs.
How many dudes do we know? They know the girl crazy, but they
No.
Well, hey, they
caught
said
up.
they crazy at 5, so I
Yeah.
mess with the crazy. But
She was like, damn, she fine. I'm gonna deal with it. I'll deal with it later. I deal with
still
it
on
boy
the
had
later.
a
road.
brick in his windshield. That boy had a brick in his windshield.
She left me on bricks in front of the police
He didn't
station.
take his eye off his car.
Where is the justice?
Oh man. You gotta control the impulses, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, some crazy women out there, boy. They will, boy, destroy your life, boy.
The number one thing, quit playing people's feelings. Everybody ain't gonna play
You get
with you.
hungry, work to that dealer.
You gotta get, and
Huh?
also too, it's like two sides to the
Why?
fence. Don't play
She
with people's
said we
feelings.
had
Don't
y'all
put
had
yourself
homework.
in harm's way. It's a lot of girls out there. It's almost like they messing with the wrong dudes. Like they
Your
want to.
homework
It's
is
like they
due
want
on
to be
Wednesday.
sold a dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you out here? Don't go to the jungle if you don't want to play jungle games. I guess
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say. Because when you go to the jungle, it's a whole nother world. It's the big eat the little.
No.
Predators eat the prey. It's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you think you just fishing for a little goldfish? You got a whole shark on your hand.
Boy.
Yeah.
But some dudes got the harpoon though. They just like, all right, that's what I was waiting on. This.
That's what you end up with.
That's what you end up
Left for bricks.
Boy, left old bricks. Oh man. All right. How can a person's mental health? How can a person maintain a mental health in tough circumstances? I forgot that one word. Good night.
Yeah.
How do you maintain your mental health in tough circumstances?
That's easier said than done.
Yes.
Because you don't. It's just like your body. You don't control your blood pressure. You don't control that.
You sure?
But
what you ingest?
1,000,000,000%.
What you ingest? You don't think if you change your diet, your blood pressure could be under control? If you change your diet, like if you really went there.
No. You can do things that increase or decrease, but you don't control. Hey, today I'm gonna run 120/8. Tomorrow I may run 200. You don't sit like a thermostat. That's
what I'm saying is, I'm not saying
no,
you doing this.
But
you can't be doing Don Julio in the morning thinking your blood pressure gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct, and I didn't say that you could. I'm saying you don't set your blood pressure like you set your watch in the morning.
But you can set your diet, though. Your diet, it affects
yes,
your
you
blood
can.
pressure,
You can
right?
set the risk factors.
Yes.
But just like you can't set your blood pressure, you can't set your mental health. You can't say, I'm only going to get this stress today. I'm only going to take a little bit of stress today.
Can you control yourself not going to negative, though? You might get the stress, but can you control yourself from going like we just talked about?
No.
Yeah, mental health is different.
Right here?
That's not your mental health. Your decisions and what your actions are, you control your actions, but you don't control your mental health.
Yeah.
So you can't control how you process. You saying you can't control how you process information?
Not mental health. The mental health is a little bit different.
I'm curious. I'm just curious. I'm asking.
You can control your actions, what you do when you get bad news, but you can't change how you feel about the news you get. If that makes sense.
But I'm saying, once you get the news, you can't control how you process it to not go there. That's what I'm saying. I'm curious. That's all I'm asking.
No.
Yeah,
but you said it just automatically happen. It just automatically happens.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, no.
No control. We just talking about the mind is the most powerful thing. No control. You saying the mind?
Some people don't have it.
I control my dreams, but I cannot control how I feel of a reaction. Let's say my mom died. I can't say, you know what? I ain't gonna let this affect me. I don't control that. I control whether I go to work after my mom died.
And that's what I'm saying. You might not can control the effect of her dying, but you can control. Like I still have to maintain what I'm doing.
Some stuff you can't control.
And that's what we're saying. And that's what I agree. You can control you can control your actions, but you can't control how something affects you.
Speaking from a person that had to deal with mental health, like sometimes
I think all of us had to deal with mental health at some point. All three of us had to deal with mental health at some point.
I think everybody in the world has had to.
Yeah, it's all about how you deal with it, though. It's individual. It's personal.
You are like a man, like all of us. I mean, you're looking at the bottom line. What you did, what happened, what you did. That's all I want to know. You told me what happened. You told me what you did and how you reacted. We're talking about your feelings, how you felt about what happened.
Right.
You don't have any control over that. and you
But I'm
don't have
saying, right, I understand that part, but how do you maintain where you don't crash out though? How do you maintain like?
that's all. Well,
Yep.
you take the steps, whether it's medication, therapy, talking to somebody.
Mhm.
It's-
We got go. I don't know the answer to that because I ain't got a PhD.
That's true. I get it.
but mental health is different forms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Some different have bipolar issues. Some have
Mhm.
schizophrenia.
Sure.
Some people are manic. I can speak from it because I understand it because I've been through the ringer. I think when I ran into John the first time again, it was like, boy, I was doped up. They had me in my suit. I probably shouldn't say this, but I can say this. Um, and you will learn like, okay, it's different levels to this stuff. Like some things are somewhat controllable, and some things like, dang, if they off their meds, they are a totally different person.
I think, and that's kind of what I guess what I'm saying is the mind is so powerful that if you lose the rein on it, like if it happens like that, like I'm saying, if it happens, your mind it could take you so many places. That's what I'm saying. Like when you saying how powerful a person's mind is, like if you really put your mind to something, whether good or bad, you'd be surprised at what you can accomplish, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah,
just
Ezra.
imagine where you can't control it.
And
Yeah,
see,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
something
saying.
just as powerful, and you think it's a choice you made. I choose to mismanage my emotions. It's not a choice somebody with mental health issues makes. So, like, let's say I'm let's say I'm normal, right? I was talking to somebody who's bipolar.
Hmm.
I tell you, that don't make sense, right? Don't do it. Don't feel that way. You depressed? Cheer up.
Hmm.
Just cheer up. Just think happy thoughts. I didn't know how insensitive that was. Like I was making logical steps for them to feel better. If you do this, you'll feel better. And if you do that, you see how that makes sense? I was talking about stuff that made sense, but their feelings didn't make sense. They didn't choose to feel like this. They didn't choose to be depressed. They didn't choose to be having a manic episode. And I can't tell them what you feeling that don't make sense. There's no frogs in the closet, but you keep hearing a frog in the closet. I can't tell them they don't hear a frog. They hear a frog. And
I
I'm
just
going to
think,
tell them to control their mind,
yeah.
just ignore the frog. They can
I think the
ignore the
tough
frog
part
all
is the
day.
collateral damage. The tough part is the collateral damage of mental health left undiagnosed. Like it's different when it's just the individual person dealing with themselves, but when you got dudes dealing with family members and stuff like that, or you got that one that's at grandma's house, man. He just set off. It happens. That stuff happens like in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know.
think the thing that hurts people who deal with mental health struggles, they don't really care about what you feel, what you do, just as long as you don't bother nobody else.
Yeah.
I don't care if you go in the room and cry and punch your pillow.
Yeah.
Just don't bother nobody else.
But it don't always happen like that, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It
Yeah,
never
that's
happens like that.
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? That's the tough part about it. Some dudes set off and they go pull the house off the foundation, man. It's crazy. Have
Man,
a be watching a war movie. Boom! Ah! I'm
look.
finna tear this house off the frame. It happened, you know what I'm saying? Just that quick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like telling somebody who got PTSD, you're not back in the war. You're not there. Like they know they not in the war, but they feel like they really there.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as you go to sleep, like as soon as you go to sleep, you wake up and be like, oh, you think you in a war or something like that. Like that mental health stuff is real deep with me because I really saw a lot and dealt with a lot when it comes to stuff like that.
Man, there's a lot of I think I'm gonna speak for myself. I think a lot of dudes who if you live the player lifestyle, I think that deal with your mental because you think it's cool, like you think it's fine, and you're not doing nothing wrong. He's like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I think that's mental health. That's mental health too. It's like a lot of dudes out here dealing with it in different ways. So many angles to it. It's like a prism almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not everybody do maniac stuff. There's dudes out here, man. That I mean, we know these dudes out here that just kill people for a living. They like contract killers, man. That's what they do. It's crazy, and they think there's nothing wrong with it. It's to them, it's an honest living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you make a good point because some people think like my girl say something I don't like, I just punch her. It's just
Yeah.
normal. And they think
Yeah.
about that that's normal for them. Like
Yeah.
I went my whole life without ever hitting a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to do it. It's hard for them to get through the day without slapping somebody. And
Yeah.
that's their normal. We can't picture it because we don't do it, but that's their normal.
Have you ever met a girl like that when you was younger? She didn't want you to hit her, but she wanted you to treat her rough. You're like, man, what are you talking about? I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I'm 6'5". I'm 6'5", 220. I'm not gonna risk my freedom, man.
Yeah, but you soft because you didn't hit her. Like you
That's fine. I'm free. I'm soft, but I'm free. You know, I'm good.
Look,
It's not worth being in the pen with 10 other dudes, man, in the shower. You know what I'm saying?
no, but I have met I met a manic woman, and what she wanted to spend her money. It's crazy. This woman had buku. She had buku money.
Yeah.
But when she go on her manic episodes, she want to spend money to make other people feel good.
Wow.
Which made her feel good.
Wow.
I said, what?
Yeah. And I'm saying it's so many cases. It's millions of people in the world. Ain't two people not the same. There's so many cases out there.
Yeah.
Think about the passport. Dudes do the passport stuff. These dudes are so crazy. They got to go to another country, and they don't realize going to another country, dudes will kill you in the alley in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Will murk you over some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And that's about doing yourself too. Like dealing with, like I dealt with a girl. I think she was bipolar. She had schizophrenic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How long did you be with her for? I'm gonna let you tell your story first.
Probably about a couple of months, and then off and on, like through the years, I holler back at her. But we were trying to be somebody, man. And I noticed it's about myself and then my friends. We solution based. Like if you say, if I come to my man, my computer don't work, or man, my car doing this, or my fence doing this, Mike first thing you're gonna say, have you tried this, that? What about this? Da 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 da. I had a soldering iron at the house. You can come pick it up. Solutions. We're thinking about multiple ways to do stuff, or people we know who can do it. So when you used to deal with people like that, you dealing and you give a girl a solution. Now you just don't understand. Like, well, you just put the square peg in the square hole and you'll be fine. It just don't work like that. You don't understand. Like, or hey, did you put the square peg in the square hole yet? No, I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing nothing. I'm just gonna lay in bed. Then you call them. What's doing? I'm just worried about this square peg in the square hole. I can't do it, man. You didn't get out the bed. Like, what's going on? So it don't make sense to me, but I'm trying to make sense out of my mind, not their mind. Yeah. And we can't understand what they're going to. Because to me, I would just pick the square peg up and put it in the square hole.
Yeah.
To them, that can be the hardest thing in the world.
But that's one of the things about like mental health. Like they be so sharp on a lot of stuff, but the basic stuff, you be like, dang, for real.
All you have to do is this.
I mean,
it ain't that easy for me. It's so easy for you. You know everything.
When we was younger, you know how many girls felt like if I moved to a bigger city, I would fare better than if I live here. Then they go move to the bigger city, and they end up coming back. You realize you may have been ESPN top 10 here, but then you go to Atlanta, be bottom 25. You know what I'm saying? That messes with your mental health. I know they got a mess. dudes feel like I can go to New York, man, and make it. Then you go to New York and realize the cost of living is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Then the hustle and bustle walking around Brooklyn, them dudes will really bust your noodles. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man, you used to have a house. Now
Yeah.
you get like a 1-room apartment.
Man. Man, that's bro, you can't even afford that. That's just ridiculous.
And you got a roommate.
Yeah.
With 300 square feet.
Yeah, or less.
You might have went to the pen, dog.
Yeah, it's like y'all only reason to work because y'all work different shifts.
Boy, for real. For real. But all right, guys, that was our last topic, man. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we get up out this thing, man?
Nah, man, I think that mental health thing was interesting because the way they perceive things, it's not even reality. The way you go about things logically, they don't even see that, you know, and they don't understand why they can't get it done. To us, you're not trying, but to them, it's just so hard to take step one, get them.
I think what's tough is the world. Like you can have mental health, but they'll still hold you responsible, and I think that's the unfortunate part about with mental health. Like if you crash out and cause them, you break the law, they're gonna still, you know, hit you with the law. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
That's unfortunate.
Mental health ain't a problem until it affects other people. So I just got to deal with it when it's just me.
Yeah.
Y'all only care when I hurt somebody.
Do you think a person know they have mental health problems, or they don't know right off the bat?
They think it's just a little different.
Yeah, you never know.
But they think when you get mad, you feel like I do. No, we don't. We don't get mad and see purple. It's different when you get mad, or it's different when you get sad.
Right.
You hear the crying tears of all your ancestors when you get sad. I don't hear that. I don't hear nothing.
So
I'm just saying.
Do you think, like, just out of curiosity, like at some point they should be responsible for getting help for themselves?
Listen, I don't think they like when you in that state, you're not thinking like, okay, I should go get help. You're just going through it until somebody is able to convince you, hey man.
Because I don't know if y'all know, it's people that's went through most of their life, and somebody tried to offer them, they won't take help. Like they won't take help at all.
Because why do I need to get help? You ain't getting help. I'm just like you. Sir, you schizophrenic.
Yeah, this is the reality. I'm just saying the reality of it. Yeah, it's the reality. I know they in their 70s, man. They've been battling with it since they was
like some people think schizophrenia is just a word. Sir, you hear voices. We don't hear those.
Yeah.
You see stuff. That stuff's not there. I know some people, parents beat them enough. They don't have ADHD, you know. So they still have it. They just learn to compensate. And it's not a mental issue if it don't affect anybody else. So
actually, that's what helped me multitask ADD. Though I use that as a superpower, man. Like, help me multitask.
Yeah.
But you gotta realize they do stuff like that with other mental illnesses too. Yeah. So you see every time you close your eyes, you hear voices. But your mom whooped you enough times, you won't stop talking about them voices. Yeah. So did she cure him, or he just lying about the voices?
That's true. Yeah, she probably did cure him. You never know.
No,
and cures come in many different forms.
He just learned if he tell his mama what he hear, he gets butt whooped. That is cure.
Yeah.
Crazy,
man. Yeah. Like I know that's how I learned. Like sometimes my mom tell me, you can learn that rap music, you can learn these ABCs. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And give me an excuse why you can't learn it. I'm gonna hit you. I'm waiting on you to give me an excuse. You know.
But it doesn't work like this.
Yeah. I don't think it did was just, it kind of halted the process. You know what I'm saying? Like when when I don't know if y'all ran across this stuff when they was talking about the GT classes and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was trying to tell people, I was like, man, I was going to junior high math classes in like first, second grade. Second and third grade. They thought I was tripping. I'm like, no, I'm trying to tell you. What went on? I remember the little hearing and the little whoop whoop whatever.
Yeah.
But after that little pink stuff that they gave us, like, man, I don't remember hardly nothing what went on in that class. And to others, it's gonna seem like, hey man, you got mental issues. But to make a long story short story long, people that probably hear voices, I don't think they just crazy or nothing like that. They might be hearing stuff that other people really just don't hear.
It depends on who you're hearing. If you're hearing the voice of God, I think you're cool. But
That's what I'm saying.
you
Like,
hearing the
who
voice of
knows?
Larry. You hearing the voice of Larry. I don't know, man.
I
The
mean,
voice of
who
Richard Pryor.
knows?
I mean, if
Who
you wake up
knows?
hearing Richard Pryor, man, let me tell you about this joke, man. This I don't know.
But who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like, who knows what they hear? I don't know. Nobody knows. Like, okay.
Well, I'm telling you, most
Yeah.
people like that. They're in the state hospital, man. I'm just saying.
But I'm like, nobody whooped their child out of a heart defect. You know, I had a heart murmur, but my mom whipped my butt so much, my heart murmur went away.
You act bad, though. If you act bad, though.
But
If you
that
act bad,
is so acceptable about mental illness. My mom whooped my butt so much, I don't
Well, I
even
tell you
have
what,
that yours.
I've seen this though. Dudes who be having like mental health, like the old school women, the ones that would wring a chicken neck and chop their head off, they wouldn't go off on them. And everybody knew they had a problem, but they knew who to try and who not to try. I've seen it.
Well,
Like I'm not trying her. I'm not gonna try her because she got a heavy hand. She probably will punch me like with the Tyson hook. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you. I've
guess
seen
what?
people
Even
like
sometimes even an animal can sense danger. You know?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I seen that a couple times. Like, yeah, I might click, but I ain't gonna click on her though, because she gonna throw that iron at me, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. But all right, guys, we finna sign out this thing, man.
All right, world. Thanks for watching.
Thanks everybody who been watching. Thank everybody who been supporting. John, Phil, Mike in the house, and we'll catch you on the next Thinking Game podcast.